All right, everybody, we are back again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, as we always do, thank you guys. Thank you all for joining us on this Friday afternoon. It is about 93 degrees outside here in Atlanta. It is burning up. It's scorching hot. Golly, it's hot. I've been running errands all day. I'm just happy to get off my feet, everybody. Happy to get off my feet. So everyone, thank you so much for joining. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you go to dynastamir.com. Grab your Africa is My Therapy t-shirt while you're at dynastamir.com, and also grab a book, children's book as well, written by me, Dynasty Mir. And then when you guys are driving around running errands and you see a Goodwill, run in there because they got Alabama gear. They're damn near giving it away. As you can see, Fitzgerald, he just left the Goodwill, and they're giving away Alabama gear, Crimson Tide gear. So guys, make sure if you're an Alabama fan and you need some more toilet paper, you want some very soft toilet paper. Well, you can use cut up the Alabama Crimson Tide sweatshirt that they give away at the Goodwill, and you can use that for some soft toilet paper, everybody. So
I feel like he's trying. I feel like he's trying to throw shade. I feel like he's trying to throw shade on the 17-time national collegiate champion winning the Alabama Crimson Tide. Hello, everyone. How y'all out there
doing? So we have my brother Fitzgerald Stevens on with us today. And since there's probably not going to be a college football season on, we're just, Fitzgerald decided to wear his colors today.
Well, that's lucky for everybody else because Alabama's on the hiatus, as far as like that. But we'll be all right. Hey, we're good afternoon. I am Fitzgerald Stevens. I'm very, very excited to be talking to you guys and you ladies and gentlemen and everything like we generally always do. Hey, we appreciate everybody coming on. Everyone supporting the show. Get one of your T-shirts. As far as with the African is my heart therapy. God, I should have wore mine today, man. I wish I would have known that I would have wore mine. But I picked the football because we're going to be talking about football. The impact.
I should have worn my Jordan.
Yeah, so that's why I came out. Order your shirt from dynastamir.com. Also, you can see my little brother right there. He has this book. He is also a prolific author. So we'd love to get your support on that. We do a lot. We do a lot on here. And so when I mostly come on, the theme and the platform is economic empowerment, which I'm really, really huge about, especially practicing group economics. I choose to do through one of the mediums called Carrot Bars International, which is what we really talk about, a timely, right now business that deals with gold. So a business that is perfect for the times that we're dealing in. It's Prince Samir, are you going to be traveling with your tour company in September?
I will be traveling personally, but as far as bringing people with me, no. I mean, pretty much for the year, tours I'm writing this year off for tours.
Okay, well, good thing you have extra streams of income then. So and so that is great. We did talk about dynastamir.com. With any please keep the comments coming in. Great, we love that. We love the positive feedback that we're getting. We're excited as far as what Team Amir is doing, and Team Amir is Dynasty Amir. His organization is doing a phenomenal job right now. We just we're getting ready to go after the Western African market. Western Africa is primarily French speaking. So we're looking to really build that market up. So, with Carrot Bars, we can really do that because literally business is global now. So I'm working. Prince Amir and I are working with London. We're working with Kuwait. We're working with Australia. Soon to make a push in it. A strong push into Ghana, which I really want to get over there and start. When I say get over there, I'm talking about really just start connecting people and talking with people by way of the phone. See, that's the beautiful thing with our business. You don't have to go to those various countries, but you can still have friends and business associates in there. So the subject today, I'll let Prince introduce that to you, and I'll jump in and give my take on it. The shirt you are looking at right now, Alabama. Well, I don't need to explain.
Man.
I mean, world knows. So you cats over there in Africa, you have heard about the Alabama Crimson Tide.
I don't think that.
In championships, hey. If I was a University of Georgia graduate like our friend Diane Samir, I would be talking noise like that too. But being I'm not, I can tell you what, nice winning thing is. And I'm telling you, I am looking forward to see football. And hopefully we can have a season. But if not, I shall cheer my beloved Tide.
Yeah, so everybody, thank God there's no season this year because the Tide was supposed to come to Georgia in September, and the Tide was going to get their feelings hurt. And I don't want to see my brother Fitzgerald Stevens sad and crying and upset and depressed, over the spanking they're going to get when they came to Athens. So everybody, but what we have to so I was reading. In fact, I was talking to Fitzgerald today. Rutgers University, Iowa State. Right now, these are Division I programs.
They made that comment because I think you put a challenge out there to me, and I can't let that slide. Okay, all right, 5 grams of gold to the winner of the Alabama or Georgia game. 5 grams, 5 grams right here, right now.
That's fair.
5 grams. Will you take that?
I take it. I'm shaking your hand through the screen, through the chat, through the live stream.
I don't believe you got the gold.
I got to go. Oh, I got to go.
You know what? Hey, man, let's quit being silly like that. Forget that.
No. Let's do the bet.
I'm not gonna risk my gold like that. Last time,
no. Let's do the bet.
$5 in cash.
Let's do the bet. Let's do the bet. I'm shaking your hand.
I'm not gonna let pride talk me into that, man. I'm still getting over the fact that I lost those 2 grams right there. I ain't gonna risk it. I'm gonna sit down, as far as with that. Man, let's get to talking about this thing and see what is at risk, matter of fact.
Yeah. So I was reading an article today, and one article dealt with Iowa State, Division I football program, Power 5, Big 12 conference, I believe. Big 12 or Big 10? Big 12, I believe. Yeah, Big 12 conference. They were saying that if there's no football season, they're going to lose $50 million out in revenue.
Who's the Big 12?
Big 12 is going to be Iowa State, Oklahoma, Texas. Iowa's Big 10. Kansas State, TCU, Oklahoma State. Who else? There's some more. I can't.
That's pretty heavy hitting schools, man. Like OU, yeah. Oklahoma, Texas, man. Those are very well.
Baylor, Texas Tech. There's some more schools I'm missing. I'm just trying to see the states, but yeah, $50 million they'll miss out on. That much revenue, $50 million, and that's just small. Iowa State. Then Rutgers, same thing, around $50 to $60 million. If there's no college football, they're going to lose $50 to $60 million out on revenue. Also, like I said, this is an avalanche. This is a snowball effect. University of Stanford, permanently canceled, I think, 11 sports, personal, like for good. So you got to think about it. Say you're a scholarship athlete in one of these sports. I'm going to pull it up. And Stanford says, sorry, son, but we're no longer going to be offering these sports anymore. Now, your scholarship is good for the year. But say you're a freshman and you go to prestigious Stanford and your sport is no more. What are you going to do the next 3 years?
So you mean to tell me that the scholarships, like you were offered because you were giving up the winner of football scholarship in track at the University of Georgia, which made you not have to pay any student loans, and that's an extraordinary blessing. So you mean to tell me that scholarship was just like for a year, it had to be renewed every year? Or
it's renewed every year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, everybody it's renewed every year.
I thought you got the scholarship, you got the scholarship.
No. So the understanding, pretty much when the coach Nick Saban, when he comes into your living room, the understanding is he's going to give you a scholarship as long as you're on that team and you're being ethical and not getting in trouble, right? But that scholarship is renewed every year.
Okay, let me ask you this. Right. Okay, we're talking about the kids. We're talking about the football program. What about the Kirby Smarts of Georgia? The coach Nick Saban of Alabama, Jimbo Fisher of University of Texas. Those guys, make multiply $1 million a year. Some as much as close to 10 figures. 9 figures a year. I'm sorry, 8 figures a year. And so, what about their stuff? Do their stuff get canceled too? Is there a contract that voids?
No. That's why this is the rude awakening for a lot of these college athletes and their parents. This is what you guys have to understand. College football is a business. Get out of this Tim Tebow. He comes on the TV. Oh, the players get paid. It's gonna take the fun away from the game. College football is he gets on there. Oh, players don't need to get paid. It's gonna take the fun away from the game. But see, this is funny, Fitzgerald. When it comes to the players, we're supposed to treat it like it's rec ball. When it comes to everything else, they get to treat it like corporate America and as a business.
It is a business.
Yeah, but for us, it's rec ball. It's just recreation football in front of 100,000 stands. In front of instead you're playing in front of 100,000 people, but it's rec ball. It's glorified Pop Warner football, but you're playing in front of 100,000 people. That's how we're supposed to take it. But for the coaches, it's a full out business corporate America. But when we have to get paid, oh no, you're gonna take the fun out the game, man. Fun out the game. It's about the game, man. It's the fun. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
So who's going to get hurt most in this? The vendors, the players losing their possibility losing their scholarships. I mean, like let's do some numbers right there. You can pull this while we're talking. Okay, go ahead.
You're already talking about furloughing like people on the support staff of these football programs and athletic programs. We're talking about furloughing.
Okay, well, that's still support staff. They still have families to take care of and everything else like that. Now, do the players have to go out and go to see if they can get an academic scholarship now? I mean, look up the tuition for Stanford. Look up the tuition for Duke, University of Kentucky, Oklahoma, Texas. Look at what the tuition, what the regular students go without those scholarships. Now, you need to tell me some of those students now, if they stand a chance of losing their scholarship, now they can't go to another school unless they pay in because of some of the nice little NCAA rules like that. Let's just say I want to go pro. Can they go pro? Can they go pro like with football, basketball, or are there some rules that can prevent them from doing that within a certain time frame?
No. All right, so here we go. So Stanford yearly tuition is about, we'll just say $52,000. $52,000 for Cheryl. $52,000 for Cheryl. So you're
$52,000 for a year with Stanford. Okay, yeah. It's a top tier school. Give me the tuition for give me the tuition for who's that another program? Give me Penn State. It's a state college, but Stanford's private. So to see what it is. Because ladies and gentlemen, we often have heard this, and we've often have heard this, and I don't think many people have taken into play. I haven't really thought about it over the years much in play, but it's absolutely true. Okay, you use your scholarship to get you an education because you can always fall back on your degree. For example, there was this key standout player, Antrell Roll.
Right.
Antrell Roll, he wasn't going to Florida State to play football, although he's a gifted athlete, went pro and everything else. Like Anton Roll, who is now Dr. Antrell Roll, is a neurosurgeon. So he used his scholarship to get what he was really after. What was his education, because he wanted to be a neurosurgeon. And so, he played a couple of years in the NFL. He knew he couldn't last there for long. He didn't want to sacrifice his cognitive skills with a lot of the impacts of doing like that. So he's doing a neurosurgeon. So he took his gifts that he was able to go to college to get what he ultimately wanted, was education, and now he's able to do something. But what about people? Okay, I just want to go there to play ball, or I don't want to get any viable skills that I can come out there to do to apply in case my football career, where I have something to fall upon. You don't hear much about that aspect. You hear much, you don't hear about that much of the aspect as far as with that. I submit to you, you get a chance to, you have a gift that is able for you to play on that next level. And not only with collegiate sports, that you have a gift that allows you to maximize and maximize your skills to make you a good living, to learn something. I suggest you do it, because we all need a backup plan. We really do. We all need a backup plan. Sometimes the dream doesn't play out like you want. Sometimes the job doesn't work out like you want. Sometimes you don't have the luxury or the permission to stay on a job that you really, really like until retirement. Sometimes you are fired. Sometimes you are let go. Sometimes the spouse or the child does get sick. Sometimes the company decides to go out of business or transfer. Sometimes a little unforeseen circumstances like coronavirus just shuts your dream job down. But nevertheless, the important thing is, while you have those skills and while you're able to work, you want to be creating other streams of income, so that your family's not at the mercy of just in case your dream doesn't pan out, just in case you're greatly in love with your job, but they don't love you back. The honeymoon starts getting over. Last night I posted, and I received this from Mr. Ty Best, our senior partner in Wealth Builders. It went something like with this 6 months. Most people, from the unemployment to the stimulus package to other perks, sometimes, but within the less than 6 months, some people have to receive like $17,000, of free money just sitting around. Now let this sink in. And the article went on to say, is if you haven't used that money to start you a business, invest in assets like gold, start you a blog, or some way to put that in assets, you have missed a very, very incredible opportunity. You really have. Actually, you have foolishly given a thing away. Well, Fitzgerald, I had to pay the bills. Well, let me tell you something. If you have residual bills, you better be figuring out a way to make a residual income. That's quite simple.
Did we do a show on that yet? Did we do a show?
We did do a show on that. We did do a show. At least we spoke about that. And so the name of the game is, okay, what do I do to ensure that my family, my future is protected? Because back when I was younger, let's just say about 30 years ago, I was much more younger and inexperienced in things than I am right now. I had these plans, and I wanted to do these. I wanted to accomplish these great things, Dynas, and I still do. My fault was I didn't have backup plans in case that didn't happen.
Right.
I didn't have backup plans. I thought if it didn't happen a certain way, I thought I failed. I thought if I set a goal and it took me longer to achieve it what I thought, I was frustrated. I didn't factor in setbacks. I didn't factor in, detours in life. Now I know how to navigate it, much more easier than back. But back at 25, 30 years ago, man, I didn't understand that. I had at 23 years old, I had just graduated from University of Alabama, and I was often to take a hold of the world. I had a lot of energy and vision, but I had a lot of energy, but no vision. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to go out there and make money. Didn't know nothing about residual income. Didn't understand, didn't know nothing about leverage. Didn't understand anything about assets. I just wanted money. Didn't know what gold was. If you told me gold, I literally thought gold was a gold chain around my neck that I could wear around my neck, because that's how it was back in that day. No one taught me that gold was money. I didn't learn that till I was 50 years old. You know, no one taught me really about assets and acquire paying yourself first. I didn't know how to do any of those things. And no one taught me that, you know, that you have to constantly keep improving your skills. Even though I have my bachelor's, I wished I would have went to business school. I wished I would have learned a couple languages or two. I wished I would have added on another degree. I wished I would have built onto my skills. And, you know, and so that goes right now. You have to have a vehicle. If you have to have a vehicle to get wealth. See, just saying you want to get wealthy, that's not the issue. You know, everyone want to do that. Hey, I want to get wealthy. Well, what's your plan? Well, I don't have one. Well, I tell you what, it's Friday night right now. And you know what? The Mega Million drawing is coming out Friday night. Why don't you go down there and put $2 on the thing? Maybe you'll hit. No, I'm not trying to be funny. If you don't have a plan, that's exactly what you're doing. You're just throwing a hope and a prayer up in there, hoping something's going to come down. But it doesn't work like that. Now, you can also have a plan, and you can have a deadline with that plan. You're like, I want to be at a certain point by the 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and let's say 20 years from now, I got my retirement. That's great. But you also have to plan for contingencies. You know, I was well on my way. When I got out of school, I was winning business with my best friend, Jim Zigmont, you know, and stuff. So another Bama grad. And my degree is in international advertising. His is in journalism. So we wasn't getting a lot of chances that we wanted back in the late 80s and those stars like that, because the market worked like this. If you didn't have experience, you couldn't get a job. You couldn't get a job without experience. But so we decided we was going to start our own sports magazine. You know, and we call it, the name of the magazine was Tri-State Sports. Tri-States because we focused on New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Those are considered the Tri-States up in there. And my friend was able to get an interview with an up and coming player named Stephon Marbury.
Oh wow!
Okay.
For sure. Have you seen Boy from Coney Island, the documentary yet?
No.
You gotta watch it.
No, I haven't.
You gotta watch it.
But we figure, okay, we're going to go in this. So we had an investor, and the name Mark. I remember him, and Mark invested in our company. But because we were undercapitalized, and we were ignorant. We just wanted a business, but we didn't understand business. Right. We didn't have mentorship like I tell you about with Wealth Builders or tell you about with Prince Dynasty Amir, someone to guide us. We just had raw energy. Needless to say, you know, it was a great adventure, but we lost it. And you know, we lost it because, you know, for number one, we were undercapitalized, meaning we didn't have enough capital to continue. Number two, we really didn't know what the heck we were doing. You know, we didn't understand about different magazine costs. Do you know how much it costs the published magazines? You know how much, if you want to have that nice, slick, glossy form and that look, you know how much that the printing costs alone? No, we wasn't prepared for that. The internet wasn't big like it is right now. So we just couldn't put that. We just couldn't go on Google and clip the click art and make and go on Word and put there was no Instagram, there was no Snapchat, there was no Facebook, there was no Google. You know, so we didn't have a lot of tools that free marketing right now. We wasn't able to reach the world. We had to drive out to do that. Now, what am I saying? Now, had we would have had to do over again, probably we would have put that money and maybe learn something about stocks, maybe learn something that we can make our money grow. See, but back then when I thought I had money, the only thing I was thought, wow, whoa, man, you paid me $35,000. I'm living the life. I'm doing it.
Right.
You know? But that went further back then, about 30 years ago. But we didn't understand how to grow wealth. All we want to do was earn money. We did not understand assets. We did not understand leveraging, getting people to work for us. My friend was, he wrote all the articles. I was director of marketing. So I went out there to find people, and my job was to sell people ad space in our magazine. That's what we did, you know. So I had the right idea, but I didn't have the experience. That was a 25 or 23-year-old kid, 24-year-old kid. You know, not some 55-year-old man, you know, that's more experienced with life issues and stuff, but I didn't have contingency plans. So what am I saying to you? You're seeing a lot of this stuff going on right now. People do not have contingency plan. They depend upon one job, one income. One job, one income. They go to work, they get paid, they spend, they go to work, they get paid, they spend. They go to work, they get paid, they pay everybody except themselves first.
Right.
Everybody. You know, the dude call up his wife or his lady and say, hey, listen, you know, been working hard this week. Let's go ahead and go up. You know, let's go out and get that nice dinner. Or, man, I'm going to go out and drink it with the boys on Friday night. You know, time to go to the bars and suck up some suds and everything. In my case, time to go to there and, you know, drink some strong Dr. Pepper. You know, or let's go out to eat. We need to celebrate. Let's go to the ball game. Y'all don't drink. Let's go to
Dr. Pepper. What's a strong Dr. Pepper?
Strong Dr. Pepper, man. Nice. It's nice and cold. You know, crisp. Pop that thing off. We used to drink it out the bottle then, but you know, but I can't deal with alcohol. Never could really. So we got to pay the rent. We got to pay our car notes. Got to buy food. Yes, you do. But wasn't thinking long like, okay, why don't I save first? Let me save a portion of my income first for me. Let me pay me first. I'm the one that went to work, so I should be my first employee. You know, so I should basically pay me first. Then I pay other people what's left over. The opposite is true. People pay everyone else, and then they try to save what's left over. And what do? That's another oxymoron. Saving. What does saving mean? Well, most of the things you think of saving. Well, I'm going to save for a car. I'm going to save for a Christmas fund. I'm going to save for a big block party, a birthday party. I'm going to save for the new stereo speakers and amps and put me a nice. I'm going to save for me some fresh ballets. You know, I'm talking real old language now. You know, or whatever. Oh, yeah, that's back in my thing. Ballet and galoshes and all that kind of stuff. I learned it from the New York crew. You know, when I did college, said that. What if someone would have taught me, hey, Fitzgerald, what I want you to do, son, you're going to save a portion of your income and you're going to put it in an asset. You're gonna save up something. And you're gonna go in on this land deal with me, or you're gonna start buying gold, and you're just gonna hold it, or you're gonna start set your thing up, and I'm going to teach you about tax liens, where you can go to the courthouse, buy properties for tax liens. You're going to learn some carpentering skills in addition to your marketing, your advertising degree. You're going to learn how to fix up houses. You're going to start flipping rental houses. You realize where I would have been now. Because I don't have capital first. Well, once you buy one house, you're going to use that. You're going to leverage that to get another one, another. You're just going to keep doing it. You're going to create wealth. And then after you create wealth, you see that nice car that you want. Back then, it was like the 300ZX or the Porsche 944. You'll have enough passive income coming in from your projects that you can go buy that flat out, a used one, because you let someone else take the depreciation. I didn't have that. My parents didn't know. Their parents didn't know. Okay, so I didn't have that type of education, and so when I couldn't get a good high paying jobs, or jobs would go away, or I wasn't selling my quotas, and my commission was hurt, I was at the mercy of like, oh wow, what am I going to do next? And here's my thinking, ladies and gentlemen, that many people have this thinking. It's getting them in absolutely terrible crisis. I'll just go out and get another job. Not that someone show me a system. Not that someone please show me show me this, because I was young, but it was young, man. The world was carefree. I drove a burgundy T-top Camaro, with license plate Fitz 88. I kid you not. I built like an African god back then. I used to have a gold chain around my neck, and I was driving shirtless, speeding down the highway at 80 miles an hour. Going fight was free, going up to Montreal, had my little girl and stuff like that. Let's go, spend. Man, I had spent thousands of dollars and have nothing to show for it. Right. What if I would have invested a portion of that? Well, I was the type of man, as I am the type of man right now. If someone would have told me, I would have followed. I just didn't have any direction. So I was just shooting off my hip. I thought a college degree was the key to me for being success. And that's the only thing I thought, but the key to you being successful economically is cash flow. Cash flow. You have to make more than what you spend. And the key to cash flow is to have passive or residual income. Income that's going to keep coming in. Income, once you work, it keeps paying you, It pays you while you sleep. It pays you while you're on the beach. It pays you while you're visiting your parents. It pays you, while you're at the movies. That's what you want to get, So how do you get this passive income? You have to have a business. You have to have a business. Very rarely are you going to get paid residual income on someone else's gain. Let me explain. If you're working for someone, very rarely would they pay you. Would they pay you residual income? Fitzgerald, you're wrong. You're wrong. I was an insurance agent. I could go ahead and get renewals. You're wrong. I can go ahead and renewals. Hey, I was an insurance agent too. Started my insurance career at State Farm. Finished it up with combined insurance. Here's how the renewal works. Okay. If you decide that you're going to go someone else, for the most part, you can't take the renewals with you. They're not your renewals. They're the company's renewals. Okay. Same thing with you salespeople and stuff like that. If you decide that you want to go somewhere else, or you decide you're not working for a certain amount of time, those renewals can disappear. I have plenty of people on the books right now for insurance policies I sold. I don't get a dime of that.
Not a dime.
Okay. And so they're not your renewals. That's what you got to understand. See, that's the game that the way it's played. People want you to think that you have ownership or think that you have equity in something that you do not. They have to do that. When we get on here and we talk about football, for example, I'm a key guy, huge Alabama fan, Alabama alumni, Alabama native. Support them, sit out there and talk and stuff. Almost foolishly backed myself into $5 ago, but I had I was humble enough, like, man, wait a minute, what you doing? You get the heck out of this. Don't take that bet. Okay, you get egg on your face.
Oh, so we don't have to bet? No bet.
No, man, I ain't gonna bet that. But here's the thing right here. Alabama doesn't send me a check.
Nope.
I've been promoting them for years.
Years.
Years. I'm wearing their colors. This thing right here, I have the degree in the back of the back. It's my degree with my name on it, but that Alabama don't send me anything. I've shared, I've gotten up, I talk trash stuff. I don't get anything, Now, so why do I want to do it? It's my team. No, it's not my team. It's the team of University of Alabama. I don't get any money for this merchandise. Some of you guys promote many products, movies, housing, and a realtor gave you something, you promote her as a realtor. If attorney did something great, you promote them. They don't give you anything. You're not getting residuals from that. You say, well, they give me a bird dog fee. Well, how about if that customer brings in a customer who brings in a customer, you keep getting paid? Well, if you can understand that concept, you can understand why it's so vital that you have your own economic platform. We choose to build that economic platform through a company called Carrot Bars. Carrot Bars is an e-commerce business, the largest distributor of small gram gold increments in the world. Now, I could just stop with gold. I could just really stop right there. Gold, this right here, 0.1 gram of gold. It's called cash gold. Yes, that little thing you see right there, that is gold. Gold is money. We can also purchase like a 1 gram gold card, and I'm holding it close. Plus, that's real physical gold. What you're simply doing, you remember I said pay yourself first. Well, let's rock and roll. Let's do that. You take this right here, your paper dollars, your British pound, your Nigerian naira, your South African rand, your Australian dollar, your Ghanese dollar, and whatever you want to do. You register, you open up your free gold savings account. Prince Amir has his link up there, and you register your free gold savings account. Now, let's forget if you want to build a team. Let's forget if you want to doing that. Everyone should be saving gold. If you go on to goldprice.org, you will see that gold is over $1,800 an ounce. When I first started when I first became a part of setting my own Carrot Bar business up, and I simply did it through I simply did it through an invitation. I was invited in, like Prince Amir's invited you in right now, because we deal with word of mouth. With my friend, the sponsor of 20-something years, Michael Delco, gave me a call, and he said, Fitzgerald, I have this business. It's free to join, and it deals with gold. I didn't even hear gold. I heard business, free. That was my trigger word, because I understood that in order for me to get financially free, I had to have my own business. I was 50 years old. That was 5 years ago. I never knew gold was money. So I started saving this. I started transferring this. I don't miss any of the money that I transferred in. I started putting what I want in. I don't miss a single money. How much money you spend on the goldfish, I can't tell you. It's irrelevant. Why? Because this stuff right here, $1,160 per an ounce. Right now, the same gold I hold in my hand just by sitting on my desk is now worth over $1,800. $1,800, and it's going to keep rising. It's going to keep rising. You tell the other thing that I went in, I was paying myself first. That little cash gold note that I showed up here, this right here again, you can go get this. You can literally go get this for the price of a value meal. You could go like there, you go to Wendy's or whatever that stuff you want to eat. The value meal probably about $7. Well, you can get gold for $7. A couple hours later, you're going to be excreting that out your body. Your tummy probably going to be hurt. You're going to wish you didn't eat it anyway. And it's going to be gone, but this is going to still keep going up in value. When I started buying, it was like $2, 2.65 euros. Now it's up to $7, and it's going to keep going up. Okay, that's the number one. So we understand the principle. We have a vehicle, because your good intentions don't get anything done. It's your surgical actions to get things done. So what you simply do, you register your free gold savings account. And I need to emphasize that word free. I've been reluctant to do that sometimes, because I don't want to sound like Prince, like I'm cheaping it. Some people think when you get something free, they think it means like it's like a giveaway, or it's not really valuable. This would be perhaps the most valuable free account you have ever had in your life, because it deals with you acquiring assets, which is number two. So we're dealing with assets, stuff that goes up in value, stuff that is worth more now, more in the future than what you paid for it. It's simple right there. And people, now you know why I retracted. You know why I retracted? And that would have been if I would 5 grams of gold. At something like going for like that's about like something like 70 euros or stuff. 70 times, let's say I round it up 70. Let's just say I drop it down to 50, 60. I'm sorry, 60, and I go times 5 because of my emotion, and that's what gets a lot of people in trouble. Because of my emotion. Hey Prince, man, I'm feeling good. Hey, 5 grams right here, right now. Food, you get ready to pay away about $300, 5 grams of gold to still keep going up, and because you're excited, you get ready to throw something away. You're excited. Hey, wait a minute, Prince. I'm going to have egg on my face, but I'm going to get out of this. No, sir, I was wrong. I ain't taking that bet. Why? Because I remember when I lost 2 grams of gold to him on the sure thing too. Yeah. And I didn't want to feel that loss. That's foolishness. So, well, what do you talk about, Mr. Fitzgerald? Hey, I'm going to go get that new car every 2 years. I need to sit back. I need to sit back and style and profile, in my Range Rover, and look at it like that and tip my hat to the side and do what I need to do. That's foolishness. Hey, here's what I'm going to do. I need to go get 20 more pairs of shoes. That's usually to the women. Guys, we really don't do that. Hey, you know what? I know I got 4 or 5 nice suits in. I need to go get me some custom stuff and get me 24. Hey, you know what? I need to go out to the club. You know what? I need to make it rain. I need to do this. I need to spend I need to make people think I have the illusion of wealth as opposed to actually saving assets and gaining wealth.
Right.
No, that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. Riches is flashy. riches. That's flashy. That's like Mayweather flashy. Only thing with Mayweather's also flashy, but he's also incredible wealthy. Wealthy is slow. Wealthy is like, man, you really got the money back around there. Even though you wear like a shirt or you look like some little country hick, some little country guy, which is what I am. But you know what? A lot of those guys are quite wealthy. I grew up with a man, and he hung out with a lot of his friends. And my grandfather didn't have a sixth grade education, and a lot of his buddies, Mr. Comer, Mr. Valley, Mr. Reeves, they didn't have a sixth grade education. When Mr. Comer passed away, he had something like a 600,000 net worth. Couldn't even hardly read and write. Didn't go to school, but he owned assets. He owns acres and acres of land, timber rights, and all that kind of stuff. My grandfather was literally a walking credit card. That man could basically go in stores and on the strength of his name could get what he want. The strength of his name. Now, I'm a little boy. I'm growing up around this. I never saw my granddaddy have a job. This the guy that raised me. We were farmers. Well, I would go feed the livestock. He would send my brothers and I. We would go feed the livestock over there. Go back home. We had acres of food and timber and all that. I mean, that's what I grew up. We had our own gas tanks on the house. So he gets up 5 o'clock in the morning. He takes a ride in his pickup. I don't know where he was really going. Probably Ayrton. He just seemed to go Ridgewood like that. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he was sitting on the porch sleeping. He never worked for no one. We never lacked anything. So I'm a kid growing up like this, like, dog, man, this is something. My grandfather's mistake was he didn't empower me and my brothers how to run a business. Literally, this guy would take his wallet and you ask him for something, he would turn his back to you. He never taught us his hustle. He never taught us he never taught us the farming game. His thing was, check this out. He was a business owner, but he was determined to get us an education. He wanted us to go to high school. He wanted us to go to college because he thought a graduate degree, a college degree, was more valuable than a business. That's the way he was thinking. He would thought that, but it's the other way around. A business is more valuable. Get the degree, yeah, but get a business. You go to college to get a degree to earn money. But if you're already earning it, you can expand your skills. So I had to get out. I had to find my own way, and I made a lot of mistakes. So I came across this business later in my life, in carrot bars. Okay, by way of Mr. Delco. Mr. Delco, thank you very much for sending the invitation out. Many of you have the same exact thing, opportunity to do what Dynas and I have done, and we are building wealth. Now, number 2. Go and leverage. See, you can't outwork inflation with a linear income. Mr. Fitzgerald, what do you mean by inflation? Inflation is nothing but termites to your money. Inflation eats the purchasing power of your money away. Prices haven't went up. Prices haven't went up. Went up. People like, man, dude, I know you must have bumped your head for real. No, sir, no, man. Prices ain't went up. It's just the purchasing power of your dollars have went down. It takes more dollars to buy the same amount of stuff. And so therefore you think prices went up. Do you realize now look at this. Look at this. A gram of gold. Okay. Gram of gold, $1,800 something an ounce, $1,800 something an ounce right now. You have $1,800 in cash, and I'm showing the cash, not the flash, but to get visuals here. Okay. Now, answer in your heart, would you rather have a gram of gold or $1,800 in cash right now? Don't play with me and say, or play with yourself. No, I'll take both. No, pick one. Which would you rather have? If I'm offering right there, which in my hand, do you want this or you want this? Okay. I would go for the gold. Why would you want to go for the gold? Because what do you think this gold is going to be next year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now? I promise you this is going to be dropping in value every year. Every year, it's going to take more dollars. That you doubt it? We use the analogy that I would so aptly say, the grocery store. Go in the grocery store. Man, I need to start buying stock in Publix. I go there all the time. But really, Dinaz, it takes more dollars. When I go in there $30, like I did last night, to buy some apple cider vinegar, to buy just little things I need from my body, I have to spend more money to get less stuff. So so $30, man. I bought some nice vegetables, to eat. I bought didn't really buy much of anything, but it takes more of those dollars. So I'm not getting the amount of food that I used to get back around 10 years ago, not by far. So I have to keep spending. It's just me. It's just me. I don't have small children, it's just me, and I'm spending, and I can easily spend $200 a month on just me. I mean, how families? How are you living? How are you doing it? How do you do it? It's just me. It's just me, and I'm like, I feel it. My hair's starting to grow again. My hair grows very, very fast. When I got a haircut in Alabama, it's about $7. I gave Mr. Fonz a $3 tip that bought up to 10. I go down here and see Remy. I can jog down there right now. Hell, I hate to go see him coming because I got to come up a $20 bill. So I'm like, you know what? Wait, well, you don't understand, Dinaz, man. I'm paying $7 for haircuts. You don't understand that. Remember, I'm from a different generation than you. So I haven't grabbed that. I haven't really grabbed that around. I'm grabbing it now. All I know is that $20. I'm like, okay. So, but because I'm building residual income through carrot bars, I can take it. I'm building it because I have more people working not for me, with me to help build my income. In addition, I'm helping build their income. That's the second component. Number two, having your own business, man, you are going to love the tax breaks that you have from business. Okay, you are going to absolutely love it. If you don't have to have a business, okay, you don't want a business. You think you want to go out there, you want security. All right. Get ready to pay 40% of your income yearly in taxes. Get ready to do it. That's the price of security. Okay. But if you had a business and you automatically have a business through carrot bars, you can minimize that tax burden down to 20%. You just gave yourself a 20% raise. You're able to write off things. You're able to deduct things that as a regular employee you can get. That's another thing carrot bars lose. That's number 3. Number 4, you can create generational wealth. Okay, in the event of your death, and I promise you will leave this earth. Okay, my precious mother, she has told me, and she still tells me this day, we did not come here to stay. She has drilled that into me. And it's absolutely true. I mean, it is no sense in us getting morbid. He's talking about death. Hey, let me tell you something. It is appointed unto man wants to die. Then the judgment, you will leave here. But you're going to have people remaining. You're going to have people remaining. Even a man like me who doesn't have any children like that. I want to state. I want to put something together that's going to contribute to this world even after I'm gone, dead and gone. So I can transfer, forget about you can transfer the residual income and the wealth that you build up through this business, including the gold, which is a sidearm right there. You could transfer that to your dependents. In other words, Prince Dinaz Mir has a global team, and Carrot Bar operates in 149 countries around the world. I kid you not. Just today, we were doing Mr. Delco was doing a live stream with Miss Callie over in London, and we're going after the French speaking African market. That's all of Western Africa. Do you realize what's getting ready to happen and stuff like that? Because why? The Western Africans, they know what gold is too. They want residual income too. They want their own business too. They want to be free to make their own life choices too. So all that money and that business income that is earning can transfer to your dependents. Now you would say, well, Fitzgerald, we have life insurance, so you should. One-time lump sum payment. Once you spend it, you're gone. Once you spend it, it's gone. I'm talking about cash flow. I'm talking about having money that you could get paid 5 times a month in this business, you know, by acquiring a business package 5 times a month, that income can keep getting paid, keep getting paid, can keep getting paid, can keep getting paid. You know, as far as to your dependents, as far as through a MasterCard. Hey, I haven't even mentioned the cryptocurrency. I haven't even mentioned that your gold is still going up. You know, you're paid. How are you paid? In euros. Euro is a higher denomination than the American dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Guyanese dollar, the South African rand, the Nigerian naira, the Australian dollar. So you got 4 variables right there, 4 benefits. Far as right there, or we could choose door number A. Door number A is go to work. Hopefully coronavirus lets you work. Keep going after the job. You don't got a degree? Great. Go to school and go in debt and get another degree. You know, we got people coming out of undergrads degrees Diane, with 6 figures in debt. You know, yours and my
Stanford's $50,000 a year.
$50,000 a year. $50,000 per year times 4, $200,000 for a bachelor's degree. I hope it's in coding. I hope it's in mathematics. I hope it is something going to really get really get you a good return. You know, most of the time you start out, and then by 35 to 45, you're really making a lion's share of your money. Then you start declining. Okay, that type of debt. How are young people thinking about having properly buying a home, properly get ready to start a family? I'm talking about the responsible ones. How are you going to properly educate them, take care of them if you don't have those funds? Prince Diane Samir told me, and I'm still thinking about it right now.
Right.
He told me that $100,000. There are people in California sleeping in cars making $100,000 a year. I couldn't really get my mind around it.
The video.
You know, because I didn't see it like that. But so they thought they would have a good income. But how are they going to have a good income if they're getting 40% of that taken off the bat through taxes? That means they only have $60,000. Do you know you can't live anywhere in the United States and keep a 2-bedroom apartment on a minimum wage salary? It's about income, ladies and gentlemen. It's about not things going to work out. It's about you having a system, a plan, and a vehicle to work them out. That's what it's about. It's about you setting goals, and you're getting mentorship that's showing you how to build wealth. That's what this business does. You know, it's free to join. That you register your free account. Okay. Then you decide you want to get one of the business package. You can choose between 4. VIP, which what Dynas and I are. You can go with a gold. What Prince Samir and I are. You can go to a gold. You know, you can go to a silver or a bronze package. The VIP is like 4,900 euros. The gold is like 2,400 euros. The gold is the gold is 2,400 euros. The silver is 595 euros, and the bronze package is 180 euros. Okay. All right. One-time cost, they all come with gold. It turns on what's called a dual team system. It enables you to get that residual income that I'm really, really talking about in spades. So what you're doing, you're sharing this with others. What is the work? Okay. Obviously, you're saving for yourself in gold, but here is the work. Get ready. You might want to write this down. Prince Diane Samir.
Yes.
Do you keep your income options open? Do you look for ways to make money?
I do.
Great. Hey, I'm going to send you a business video. It's called therealmoney.info. Takes about 30 minutes. It's going to go over everything you like, you know, and it's going to give you the explanation and then I'm going to follow up with you later on tonight. Is 8:30 good a time to call you?
Yes, it is. That's fine.
Okay. I'll talk to you at 8:30. I'm gone. Okay. That's part of the work, not the work. Second thing, Prince Samir, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Okay, 2 questions real quick, please. Number 1, did you watch the video?
Yes, I did.
Okay, number 2, do you see an opportunity for yourself?
I sure do.
Okay, number 3, let's go ahead and get your free business account registered. It takes you about 7 minutes. You fill out the 2-page form. Everything is online, sir. Once you fill that out, you get an email from Carrot Bars. I need to click that, verify that. Okay, you got that done?
Yes.
Okay, great. Mr. Mir, I am going to call Mr. Delco. Mr. Delco has built a tremendous global business of something like 96 to 97,000 affiliates around the world. Highly successful. I just want to introduce you to him. Okay. I don't have his permission. I call him. Mr. Delco, I have Prince Amir on. Prince Amir has just joined our team and just wanted to introduce him to him. I put my phone on mute. Mr. Delco talks to him, helps him with his business package, and I go out and find the other person. That's the work. Not sending someone the video and don't follow up. You're not working. But you mean to tell me all you did was ask someone they want to make more money? And are you kidding me? In this age of time? No, sir. No, ma'am, I'm not. That's the work. And doing just that and working that system, ladies and gentlemen, with me starting out at zero, I was able to build a global organization of close to 12,000 affiliates the world over. Right the heck now. Someone on some continent in this world is in my business and someone is getting in. Everywhere from Kuwait to Africa to Australia, Canada. The only country I've been in Canada. All saving in gold. Check this out. Not for me. For their family. They don't work for me. They work for their own family. But because they're in my network, I'm able to get a percentage of that as they acquire gold, as they acquire business packages, as they acquire the blockchain phone, the blockchain computer, the ATM, as they acquire that, I'm able to leverage their time and their efforts to create my income, and so can you. Right. That it literally is that simple. How much can you make? How much do you want? Right. When they're gonna pay you, they don't pay you. You pay you, and you can get paid as much as 5 times a month. How many people I can talk to? You can talk to all 6 million people on Earth, and you want 6 billion people on Earth. You want to. How much does it cost? How much does it cost for the website fee? Nothing. Okay, we also have a training system created by Mr. Ty and Mrs. Valerie Best called Wealth Builders Worldwide. In the name, it describes exactly what we do. We build wealth worldwide. Okay, and so we show you how to do that. So you get the training. What's the training? Well, we share information on a Team Mir WhatsApp channel. We plug in about different events that are hosted. We have training, 7 days a week, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. We have replays. We have Facebook. We have Mr. Delco, Miss Tanisha Glaspie, Prince Amir, all giving out information right there for free. You also have access to myself and among things. 1-716-573-6296. 1-716-573-6296. Why did I give out my personal number? Simply because my job is to help you set your website up, help you to find your goals. Let's go over what you want. If you have questions, great. Look at the realmoney.info before you call me. Please do not contact me if you have not registered your account. Why? Once again, I have 12,000 people on my business. My time is best spent working with my affiliates and Prince Amir's affiliates right now. I'm simply too busy. But I will help you. Hey, let's go ahead and get your package. Let's go ahead and shut up your KYCs. Let's go ahead and duplicate. Let me teach you how to talk to people. But you have what I want is your personality. Don't try to be me. You will fail. I'm the only one good at being me. I can't be Prince Amir. I don't have this charisma, not quite like he does. I'm not good looking at as he is. But I use what I have, and you use what you have. Do you realize there are people who would not relate to anyone and not join with anyone but you? All right. Do you realize that? They don't care how so-called dynamic I sounded or how nice looking Prince Amir is. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do business. This thing is basically a word of mouth, which is the most powerful form of advertising, business relationship building there is. You have no minimums to buy. I had a affiliate that's in Prince Amir's team. She called me today and she said, "Hey, Fitzgerald, is my account still active?" Absolutely. Nobody went nowhere. The account wait for you. Is it still active? Yeah. The meaning that like people are still producing in our organization. So that's what we're looking at. But what are you going to do? Listen, You realize NCAA is a multi-billion-dollar organization. You realize sports is big-time business, right? You realize that. I mean, just one player in sports.
$500 billion.
Yeah, $500 billion. One man. He's 24 years old. He's straight. Yeah. You realize you got coaches, owner dealerships. They're making so much money. Yeah. And so that's cool. The games are going to be going on. The games are sometimes the ancient Romans would use gladiatorial games as entertainment to get people's mind off the real issue. The real issue, ladies and gentlemen, is that you have got to build household wealth. Right. You got to build strong household wealth. That's the name of the game. The name of the game is that by doing that, you can have options what you want to do. What if you decide you want to leave this country or whatever country you're in? What if you want to go somewhere and improve your life better? What if you just tired of being around somewhere? What if you're just tired of working? What happens if you get sick? What happens if you get fired? What happens is you just simply say, I don't want to do this anymore. What are you going to do for income? Well, I'll live in my retirement. Hey, you're 30 years old. You ready to work? You ready to work 20 more years?
No.
Can't get Social Security in the United States. What is it, 65 or something like that, Prince?
62.
62 or something like that, Then that Social Security often be calculated on your 3 highest years that you work. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Don't your children probably want to go to college? Don't you want good things for them? Don't you want to give them opportunities you didn't have? You got to create a business, ladies and gentlemen. You must create a business, something that you own, something that you're building equity in. You're not building equity if you don't have ownership.
Right.
And being a part of the family is not ownership. Ownership is when you build equity, when you can sell it, when you can decide how much you make. That's ownership. That's power. You got to have that. And you got to be doggone serious about it. Titles may be sexy, but they don't pay bills.
Right.
And I'll say that again. Titles may be sexy, but they don't pay bills.
People
don't care about your sexy title. They do care about the income. Do you or do you not have the paper to purchase what you want? Do you or do you not have the resources to purchase what you need? Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting ready to be $23 million. 23 million people are going to lose their homes in this economy right here in the United States, right here, right now. Why? They don't have income. All because of a virus? What makes this one so different? They're losing income. Oh, the government hasn't came up with ways that they think about doing anything else. Unemployment benefits are getting ready to expire.
Right.
They're talking about another stimulus check, but how long, when, how much? What are you going to do in the meantime? Do you understand, Prince and Mayor? Can I talk candy, brother?
Of course. Come on. Go ahead.
Y'all understand you on your own?
Yeah.
Y'all understand that? Do you understand that you got to create a hustle or you're simply not going to survive? Do you understand that? You understand? You understand, like Prince Amir said, your side hustle is your hustle.
Right.
You understand what age we are in different now. You understand that things ain't gonna never go back the same. You understand that brick and mortar businesses are closing down left and right, even huge titans, the J.C. Penney's, the Brook Brothers. But do you understand the online business community is thriving? Amazon, Facebook, right. Oracle, Microsoft, people who write blogs, people who do YouTube videos, monetize that to get income in there. Do you understand that you don't need a job to create income? You understand that? Do you understand that you can really pay yourself as much as you want, provided you get in the right vehicle? What's the vehicle with carrot bars? Gold. What's the worst I'm going to have? I got gold. Gold. Do I have to build a team? Heck no. If you don't want to, don't do it. Still saving gold. Okay. If you want to create residual income, let's rock and roll. Let's show you how to build a team. You don't have any hours. You don't have a boss. You're their own boss. Now, let me tell you something. You know why some of y'all really resist going in business for your own self? Because it's, in addition to being afraid, you don't have the discipline. See, it's easy for you to have a structure, and I believe in structure. Get up, drive through traffic, go into work, clock in. You have your 15-minute pee break at about 9:30. They give you 15 minutes. You rush out, probably get your cigarette. Probably power up your cell phone. Some jobs tell you to leave those in the car now. You come 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, you schedule to take your lunch. Sometimes you may be having half an hour. Sometimes you have an hour. You go in the break room, talk around your friends. They tell you about, what's going on the weekend. They talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brady is coming here, or Matty Ice in Atlanta, or what the Ravens are doing. They go back, they say that, hey, how's the children going to school like that. But you know what? Let's look at the conversation you don't hear at the places like that. Hey, you know what? There's this mutual fund, or there's this way to, I'm looking at the acquired gold and some house. I'm looking to build some assets, and I'm creating my returns. And, this is real cool. Looking at partnership. You're not going to hear those in the cafeteria. You're not going to hear that conversation. You're going to hear frivolous conversations. What the American Housewives, what Jada and Will is doing. Who gives a rip, man? That's their marriage. They grown. Do what the heck you want to do. Now, you ain't putting any money in my pocket. And if I sound like I'm like perturbed by it, because it's stupid. It's not putting any wealth in your pocket. And so when you strike on your own as an entrepreneur, there is no guarantees. You don't have a guaranteed check at the end of a week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks. You don't have that. Somebody may not like you. You might have to take a couple no's. You might have to pick up the phone and ask someone, are they interested in making money with you? You might have to do that. They might say no, but they might say yes. So you can go ahead and you can have your wages on a job. They may pay, let's just say they pay you $45,000, $60,000, $100,000. Okay. But they always let you know that if you don't do what they need you to do, you can be replaced. You can't fire a boss, like Nick Cannon said.
Right.
You can't fire a boss. So you want to be a boss. But now what you want instead of wages, Prince Amir, you want profits, royalties, dividends, residuals. That's what you want. You want to make an income that's coming in while you sleep. You literally want to do like what I'm getting ready to do after I hang up this video. I'm getting ready to ride about 25 miles on the bike trail close to 4 o'clock. Oh, incidentally, I haven't been working today. This is what I do. No, I'm not telling that to brag. I do it because I made a choice to do it. Because I much rather be riding my bike, exercising, get my health, keep my body in shape and stuff like that, as opposed to being stressed out, wondering what the heck someone else is tripping,
right?
What everyone else is doing. So I determine my income. I want to work. I want to earn more. I simply get out and do more production. And Carrot Bars rewards you for production. But wouldn't you rather just take a chance with you as opposed to leaving your futures in the hands of another man, another woman? Right. I mean, it's high time out for that. It's high time out. Listen, at 55, Prince Amir, I am too old to ask someone, can I take a pre-break? Hell, I'm not playing. I like eating my food slow. I like to digest. I like to eat my food. I like to taste my food.
Right.
When I was on jobs, I was like this.
No,
yeah, I got to get back and stuff. All kinds of junk. Okay, Mr. Fitzgerald, you're 2 minutes late. We're gonna dock you. You didn't clock in 2 minutes. Man, the hell with it. Whatever. Do what you need to do. Right. Because that's the mindset I didn't have. I'm not wired to work for anyone else. I can do it, but long term, I want to be free. Mm-hmm. Freedom. Having enough time, along with enough money, to do what you want, when you want, where you want, for as long as you want, without having to ask any man or woman's permission to do so. Freedom to be able to wake up when you want to.
Right.
Freedom to not to have someone threaten your livelihood. Freedom to live life on your terms. Freedoms to give to the causes that are important to you. Freedom that you don't have to use the word to your children, we can't afford it. Freedom to travel where you want, to live where you want, to get residual income coming in, to help other people create a lifestyle of freedom. And by you helping them doing that, you're creating your lifestyle of freedom economically and time-wise in 149 countries on a cell phone or a computer from the comfort of your own home. This is what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. This is all what it's about, because time is getting away from us. And you know, you got to tell time what to do, or I promise you, it's going to show you what it's going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fitzgerald Stevens, and I approve this message.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Again, my affiliate link is in the chat room. It's in the description, and it's on the ticker at the bottom. Until next time, family, make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. Again, go to dynastymirror.com. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. Peace.